evaporated,
evaporated out of brings of light.
You're the light that makes my
face shine bright.
As I look your face, Jesus,
as I look your face,
I become
the light.
Somebody declare, say,
when selfless at the sight of light.
Evaporated
out of brings of light.
Somebody say, you're the light.
You're the light that makes my face shine bright.
As I look your face,
as I look your face, I become
somebody declare it, Imole.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Akíyín ẹ̀yin ará ilé. Àwọn ọmọ yín àtúntì wà ní ilé agbára. Adégòkè Ọláolúwa ní orúkọ mi. Ìkejì mi.
My name is Wole Akintunde. I wish you a happy. What are we celebrating?
Democracy Day, June 12th. Yeah, I know since they have changed that date. From May 29 to
now
June 12.
June 12.
Yeah, and June 12, I think, is the real Democracy Day. What do you think?
You are correct. Let me ask, where were you in June 12, 1993?
That 93. I think I was in secondary school then, but that time, Nigeria, we all had hope. That time, hope 93. No food, no small water. I better
with the girl na so transport the chop. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fún ẹ̀mí nítorí pé ó dá wa sí títí di òní. A sì dúpẹ́ fún democracy. Nítorí pé Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká máa jaládùn democracy lónìí kọ́lọ́run òmìnira tó ti ń bù fún wa kọ́mọ́ di òmìnira. On behalf of myself, my friend, we welcome you today to Power Talk, and I want to promise you that today's program you will totally enjoy it.
Yes, Wale. Today we are going to have 3 segments on this program. The first segment is where we are going to discuss some questions that people asked us during the week. You know, since last week that we have that we did the last program.
Questions that we've received during the week.
Exactly, yeah. You know, people have called. They say, look, we want you to expatiate more on this, on that. So we'll be using the first segment to take care of that. Then after, we'll give time for people to be able to call in.
Yes.
To tell us maybe some of their power problem that they may have encountered.
Issues that they are having concerning their power system.
Exactly. It may be generator, we are going to answer it. It may be inverter, we will answer it. It may be on their solar power system as a whole.
We are here to answer all their questions.
So we'll use the second segment for that. Then the third segment. You know, today we want to be addressing some challenges that solar power system are having around now. So today we are going to start our discussion on one of the components of a solar power system, which is solar panels. So we'll be talking about solar panels at the last segment.
And the third segment.
Yes.
So we will try and manage our time.
Yeah, we need to.
Yes,
we need to.
Judiciously
the 30 minutes is not really too much.
We are hoping I'm looking up that we expand.
No, of course, by the grace of God,
time.
we are going to expand the time by the grace of God. Yeah. So let me. Part of the question that some people are asking us from last week program, is that about, we talked about energy management,
Power audit.
Yeah, we talk about power audit, and that energy management will lead us to do power audit.
Yes.
And people are saying that how can I do that? Tell me, how can I do that? So I said on this they should listen in today. We are going to be talking about that.
nípa ilé-iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ń ta àwọn èlò tó ń lo sólà nílẹ̀ yìí, ilé-iṣẹ́ kan ṣoṣo ni mo fọwọ́ ẹ̀ sọ̀yà. OIC Solar ni wọ́n ń jẹ́. Bí wọ́n ṣe ń ta àwọn ohun èlò tó ń lo sólà, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ń ṣàtúnṣe àwọn tó ti dẹnu kọlẹ̀. Àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ wọn kójú owó, original materials ni wọ́n ń lò.
At OIC Solar, we sell and install durable solar power systems. As we sell original solar panels, durable inverters and battery, we also repair solar powered components such as inverters and solar panels.
Solar powered borehole system, solar powered street lights, ẹ fẹ́ tún ṣe àbẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ rà. Ìpèsè solar power system fún lè gbé ilé-iṣẹ́ ńláńlá pẹ̀lú ìjọ Ọlọ́run. Ìpèsè solar power system fún lè tajà ìgbàlódé àti ilé epo lóríṣiríṣi. Ó yé wọn púpọ̀ jù, àní káka díẹ̀ ká dákẹ́. OIC Solar fìkàlẹ̀ sí shop C4 NTA Ibadan Shopping Complex, NTA Road, Agodi Gate, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria.
Visit us at www.oicsolar.net.
Hello wọn ni 081 050 20 388 081 583 44965. OIC Solar, ìmọ́lẹ̀ lẹ́jẹ́.
Yeah, you are welcome back into the studio. Yeah, so like I said, Wale, people are asking that how can we do this power audit, and how can we reduce our power consumption
in our home,
in our homes,
in our offices, and in our industry.
Okay,
let's start from there.
Okay, so I will tell them let's do it like this. You will need an expert to do a power audit, because some people are asking me, can I do it
myself?
Yes. You can do it under a guidance of
under the supervision of
an expert. Yeah, and let me just say this for the benefit of our listeners. Well, let me give some tips, because there are some. It's not only people that doesn't know about engineering that are listening to us.
You are correct.
There are some people that they even have maybe PhD in engineering.
Listening.
So we can if we give them some tips, they may try to know how to reduce their power. Part of the things to consider if you want to reduce the power consumption in your house is to first look at some of your appliances. Most of these appliances have their own energy consumption written on them.
Written on them.
Yes.
We should first examine what we are using in our houses.
In our houses presently. Like for example now, if you can check your bulbs. Some bulb, when you see anything that the last something behind it is W, that's watts.
Watts.
Yeah, that's the unit of power.
Okay, like our bulb.
They are rated in watts.
10 watts, 15 watts, 100 watts. So first thing is to examine
that bulb. There is written on it, so it's not a rocket science. So you can when you check it, you see the rating, and that rating, if you know that you are where you are, you have some even have 40 watts in a place that is a small room that nobody is reading book.
In that
room, and if you are even a 10 watt is enough for that kind of room.
Really?
Yes. And some people in their toilet, they are using 28 watts
inside the toilet.
Yes, you don't need something like that. fún àǹfààní àwọn.
You know what? we used to go to the market when we are going. We just see Bob. Oh, come boy. How much is this one? You just buy, and when you get home, you put it. Okay, go and fix them all.
No,
so we need to examine and determine what we put in every corner.
The corner, exactly.
Of our houses or industries.
Yeah, at this in the generation that we are now, you can't just use anything anyhow, especially appliances. You can't use them anyhow, because if you use them anyhow, it will tell one on your NEPA, your bill, your utility bill, your utility bill. It will tell on it. Secondly, it's going to tell on your generator if you are using generator, and if you are using a solar power system in your house too, it's going to tell on them too.
It's going to bounce on.
It's going to bounce on. You're going to see your feedback.
On them.
Yeah, you get the feedback on 3 of them.
Yes.
So and you can reduce your utility bill just by doing this power audit. Check all your bulbs. For example, in the parlor, some will have a lot of lights in the parlor. I've heard somebody say, I like lights.
I can remember a friend and a brother in the sitting room. There are some lights plated on the wall. So that one, they are blinking yellow, green. We thought you are in a disco parlor or a disco room, a party.
It's not necessary. There are some in this dispensation that we are now. Gone are the days that people don't even know what they are spending on their utility. Gone are the days when you don't know what you are spending. They will just bring bill to you at the end of every month.
And so we conveniently pay.
You conveniently pay. So people normally say then that, okay, let me use everything. That's when you see people in the past that they will put bulb in front of their house, 200 watts, and they will on it down.
247.
You will pass in front of some houses.
They never
won't off it. They said, let me use it. But now that we are in the dispensation of prepaid meters, you have to be conscious
of what you are using.
Yeah. And when you go to the market to buy any new appliances, ask them, what is the power consumption? And compare. When you get to that place, compare. Like, for example, now, if I go to the market now and I want to buy a refrigerator, maybe a freezer or a fridge, you will discover that there are some that they have 80% energy saving. It's not just a design. Yeah, it shows that freezer,
yes.
That freezer
I saw it on my laptop. There is a logo there, energy saving.
Yeah. And if you compare the prices with others, you will discover that their prices are more than the other normal one. Those normal one, they can be, let's say for example, they may be 90,000, while the energy saving one is 120,000.
Really?
Yes, but over the time, you are going to pay that money either to the generator for your generator, or you spend it on your utility. So, but for a long-term plan, it's better to go for the energy savings one. Before we say the next one, let Omani take us back to the market.
I'm enjoying you, please now.
Omani.
Ìdásílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá mọ̀ pé kò yé yín mọ́ ẹ wá sọ̀kalẹ̀ lórí àjà àbí kápẹ́ lòmíì bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń gun páànù lẹ́ ń gún àjà lẹ́ ń fẹyín lọ́wọ́ àyà ẹ ṣáà máa sunlé o.
Ilé yín ò ní jóná jẹ́ ń júwe ibi tí ó ti gbà mọ̀kún mọ̀. Àǹfààní ńlá rèé fẹ́yìn tẹ́ ẹ wà nílé ìwé undergraduate àtẹ̀yìn tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ jáde young graduate àtẹ̀yìn tẹ́ ẹ ti wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ gbà mọ̀kún mọ̀ nípa solar system electronic programming microcontroller mastering inverter repairing theory and practical class tó yanrantí lẹ́ là kọjá nílé iṣẹ́ OIC Solar.
OIC Solar has opened a window of capacity building opportunity where you can acquire skills in inverter repairing, microcontroller mastering, and solar power system training.
Kàn sí wọn lónìí kó o gba fọ́ọ̀mù kí ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀. OIC Solar wà ní Sub-C 4 NTA Ìbàdàn Shopping Complex NTA Road Agodi Gate Ìbàdàn Ọ̀yọ́ State Nigeria. Fálàyé síwájú sí pé 081-050-20388 081-583-44965. OIC Solar ìmọ́lẹ̀ lẹ́jẹ́.
Welcome back. So, I think you have another question.
Yes. After reduction of our power consumption through check of wattage.
Through the check of wattage of appliances.
Our appliances. Yeah. What about electronics that we use?
Okay.
You've mentioned. I can remember I mentioned my laptop.
Okay.
How can we check?
Okay.
The power rating on our like laptops, monitors, the screens, and other things that we use.
There is hardly any electrical appliances that does not have its own power rating on it.
Mm-hmm.
There's hardly any, unless maybe it's an old appliance that thing has removed. If you check the back of your freezer, you will see the power consumption of the freezer on it. If you check the back of your TV, there is a sticker on it. You will know the power consumption. And like televisions now, we have plasma.
Yes.
We have LCD. We have LED. LED is the best in energy saving. Yeah. So, and there are level of energy saving that people don't know, like all these bulb that we normally use in our houses. You will discover that some of them they call them energy saving bulb. This one that we were used to, that's the one. Excuse me, that one, the coiled one. They are white. They call them energy saving.
That look like fluorescent. Fluorescent.
Exactly. But they are not really energy saving like the LED bulbs that we have around now. Mm-hmm. Those LED bulbs are even more brighter, and they consume less. If you put an LED bulb here now, that is just 10 watts, and you put that 28 watts or 26 watts of the coiled one, you will discover that they are the same illumination. They have the same illumination, as in the same brightness. So that was the point, wasting extra 16 watts on that something alone. And if you are using a generator even in your house, you will discover your generator will work less when it has little on it.
When it has
little loads
on
it, yes. But if you put too much load, you will get your feedback of fuel. Your generator will be consuming more fuel. Before we continue, because the time is going and we are not even in the second segment already. This is we are now in. Let's go in the second segment. We are going to discuss this again.
Okay. Now let's give our listeners our opportunity to call in, to let us know
any power issue that they're having in their house. It may be through their generator, maybe electronics, it may be solar power system.
Any issue that they are having.
Let's open the let's open the line.
The number to call is 0908 111 1067. I call again 090 111 1067. That's the studio line. Okay. You can begin to call in.
So while people are calling in, maybe we should start our solar panel discussion.
Yes.
So let me have some questions that you said. You told me that you have some questions for me.
Are you truly prepared?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, if I may ask, how would you describe solar energy?
Solar energy is actually the kind of energy that is being harnessed from the sun. Our planet Earth has abundance of it. In fact, presently now, the kind of solar power that is coming from the sun that we have, especially in Africa here, we have not harnessed. We are harnessing less than 30% of it. Oh, hello. Oh, we lost that call. Yeah. So we are waiting for other calls. So we are just harnessing less than 30% of it. Mm-hmm. In fact, the power that is dropping on the solar power that is dropping on Africa alone can power the whole world.
Really?
I'm telling you. Hello? Somebody is on the line. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, please, I'd like to talk on the program.
Okay.
Hello?
What's your name, please? And where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Abeokuta.
Okay. Your name, please.
Adeolu.
Okay.
Bekeluluwa.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to ask a question about solar, please.
Go on.
Yeah, please, I installed one, but since once it's just on under 2-3 minutes, it's off.
Okay.
So I think it's the battery most likely that will be having issues. I would like to know what we can do about it.
You think?
You think, okay. Anyway, we have an office in Abeokuta. You can, the office is at opposite Ewang Junction in Abeokuta, Abiola Way. If you are, it's facing that road that in front of African Church at Leme Junction, Ebojon Building in Abeokuta. You can contact us on the number on the advert, and I'm going to mention my number again before we leave the program, so that you call us, so that we need to come and check. You cannot assume that it's battery alone. Sometimes your solar charge controller may not be charging the battery, and that may lead to the system shutting down because the battery is not well charged. Also, it may be your inverter that has a short circuit on it that's just going down as if the battery. So there are a lot of things that that happens.
So the result that you are receiving is that's why you are saying it's likely it's battery.
It may not, most times customers always say it's battery. Sometimes it may not be the battery. Like for example, now there was a woman that called me after this program last week. When we got to her house, she said she wants to change her battery. When we got there, I told her, when we checked the battery, she said this battery is not yet that bad, and it can still be worked upon. Though the battery is a maintainable battery type, but she has not been maintaining it. So all the waters, all the electrolyte inside of the battery, they're all dried. So I told her, let's put water in them first. Then we charge it, and when we got there, the whole system was dead. Everything, nothing is working. The charge controller, no light. I told her, by the time I put some water inside the battery now, I will give the battery a little charge from NEPA, you will discover that the charge controller will come on. She said, no, that maybe the charge controller too is bad. She said, no, they are not bad. It's not bad. So we put the water, and there was the PHCN that day, so we powered the inverter. Immediately, the charge controller came on. And she said, it's not a magic. So sometimes you don't assume that this is what is happening unless we check. If an expert check the system, we can tell you, madam, this is what is wrong with your system. Okay?
Yes. Let's go to the second question.
Okay.
How reliable is solar energy?
Solar energy is reliable, though has its own disadvantage. Maybe it's not even a disadvantage to it, but it has its own challenges. Let me call it challenges. Yeah, and the challenges is something that nobody can control it, which is weather.
Okay.
We only harness the power that is coming from the sun, but when the sun is cloudy, there's nothing coming in. So that is the reason why when you are doing any solar power system, there is need to put into consideration the sun in that particular area. You understand? Yeah, maybe it's just 5 hours or 4 hours or 6 hours of sun that they have. In the north, they can have up to 10-11 hours of sunlight. Yeah,
per day.
Yes. But here in the southwest, maximum, if you want to have the intensity of sun, maybe 5 hours. So you put it in your design. That's why some people, when they say, can you give me 2 batteries and 2 panels? So 2 batteries and 2 panels will not work for you. Not in this part of the country. You can try it in the north because the sun has a longer hours.
But down here, it can't
work like that. It can't.
How many panels do you recommend?
It also depends on some other factors, like the loads that the person
want to carry
power on the system. So those are the things that we put into consideration. It's not like just give me 2 panels, just give me 2 batteries. No, it doesn't work that way.
Yes, that leads me to the third question that I want to ask. Before I ask that question, let me call the studio line again because I want to receive more call.
Okay.
The number to call is 0908 111 1067. 0908 111 1067. OIC, Mr. Olaoluwa Adegoke, let me ask the third question. How much electricity can solar power generate àwọn èèyàn kan máa ń sọ wọ́n ní èèyàn lẹ́kàn lè fi tanná sílé kéèyàn kàn fi ṣàwọn nǹkan kéékèèké.
Okay, somebody is on the line. We have somebody and we need to round up. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, my name is Albert, calling from Felele.
Felele, okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, the issue of electricity.
Yes, sir.
Like you mentioned, that we need to check the load of the power of the bulb we are using.
Yeah, the power rating of all the appliances. Yes,
but
sir.
Considering that there are some places, see, all these are NEPA. Sometimes they just come to your house, give you bill.
Yes, sir.
They don't check your
the meter.
They don't check the power you are using.
Yes, sir.
They are just giving us what's it called?
Estimated bill.
Yeah, estimated bill.
Okay.
Now you make mention of that the time we check what you are using so that you reduce the power of
the consumption.
The consumption.
Yes, sir.
But in that perspective, that what they are doing is to give estimated bill. They don't care of what you are using in your house, whether you are using a red bulb or blue bulb or green bulb, white bulb.
Thank you very much, sir, for that question.
Yeah. So I just want your advice on that.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, because our time is fast spent, we need to leave the studio in a bit now. But I will answer that question, and if I can't answer it, answer the question now, maybe next week we are going to answer it because we need to go. But I'll tell you, if you are not using prepaid meter yet, it's better for you to get a prepaid meter because you can go away with it using any appliances now, but soon your house will be metered as they are going around now. So you need to get a prepaid meter. Thank you very much. So, Omoni, let's have something before we leave. Yeah, the director of program said we are already, our time is fast spent. So let me give my number out. 081 050 20388. And Wale?
08123452747.
Thank you. We'll see you next week. God bless.